Welcome back. We're at the rock bluff. We are looking for sardines because they are so stubborn. It's just the principle of the matter at this point. Ooh. It's weird because the sardines feel like such a familiar sight to me, and yet I can't find them anywhere in the game. It's like I know I've seen them somewhere before. How well do I know these lobsters? These guys are big. I know them very well. I'm kind of wondering if I should go more to the west, though. They might appear over there, actually. What's going on here? Just hanging out in there. It's different. Well, it's like the other fish there, but I can't. Yeah, I really can't. Huh. It's odd. Well, I found something new here. I'm not looking for new things. I promise you I'll be back before nightfall, so I can actually do what I was supposed to do last episode. Since that turned out to be an issue. I'm sure flounders like being rubbed. Huh. That's interesting. They move. Ah! Over time. I still think the sardines appear further up, maybe? The higher elevator portions? Just a wall? Why? There's no reason for that to be a wall. I was about to say that's an odd little channel to swim through. What? Don't think I'm going far away. I'm trying to go close to the boat. Water here seems murkier than some other spots, I feel like. It's gonna be real disappointing if I find these sardines and then I find out it's actually too late. It would be weird though if they ask me for photos of sardines when you can't get sardines to appear. If they ask me in the wrong time of year, won't it be? I wouldn't think that would be what happened. So I've explored all over the bluff though, which is why I'm looking through some of the more adjacent portions that aren't labeled as anything different. This was just kind of a drop off, weirdly. There are lots of regions out here that just kind of have nothing. And nothing and sardines are mutually exclusive. At least that's what I assume to be the case. If I'm wrong about that, maybe that was the problem this whole time. If sardines are the embodiment of nothingness, I may have made some poor assumptions about what I'm looking for. Hi, fish. You usually get out of the way for that sort of thing. Was this that one little... No, I don't think it is. Beyond Heaven and Earth somewhere. I think that was on the southern coast somewhere, though. And it is possible that I have just managed to miss them every time I've looked through here. I acknowledge that possibility. Even if I don't appreciate it. Ah. And it does take a lot of time to cover ground in this game too, to just see if they're in this area. That's a school of something finally, but not what I need. I think I looked through most of what I want to look at, though. And is it possible for me to know what season it even is in the game? I don't actually know how to do that. I could look that up, I guess. I don't know how thorough information on this game is online. I imagine probably to some extent, because I think people like this game. I think it had some degree of popularity. And it got a sequel. Of course, sequels are not always an indication of something having performed well, actually. Sometimes, depending on how confident the publisher is and other interested parties, work might begin on a sequel before the game's even had time for any real metrics on sales or anything. Blinks did that. The second game was in development, I think immediately, basically, since the idea was to start a franchise. And it looks to me like the reception to the first game led to lots of things being changed partway through for the second game. Since I had been formulating ideas about what to do for the second game, and then whoops. People might want something different. We're about back to where we started, though, without any real ideas as to why we can't find sardines. And I can't imagine it would be fun if I tried to look through my old footage to just find a spare sardine somewhere. Just see if I could spot a sardine at some point. Which is part of why I haven't done it. But I thought that tree looking thing was a sardine for a second. I really am curious where I saw the things now. Because I have no idea where it could have been. No sardines anywhere. And is there like a singular skull of sardines in the whole game or something? Whatever. I promise I actually will, this episode, put down that solar panel. Or panel, that solar sensor. And if I somehow manage to, I don't think that 10-minute dive would have actually passed me from day to night. But if it did, I'll just take a nap. Nope. Guys! Look how many there are here. Do I know stuff about all of these guys? Yeah. Just a family of penguins, apparently. And I'm not feeding them, as far as I'm aware. I don't know why they keep going back. Anyways, mail, and then... Oh. As I was saying, so this time, hopefully we won't be just told, nope, never mind, as soon as we go where we're supposed to go. It really would have been appreciated being told it had to be during the day beforehand. Oh well. So you know you only hear the water moving around after exhaling. That's interesting. She tells you things from further away if it's actually daytime. And I imagine that sound that you're hearing is actually the bubbles. Okay, I'm deeper. What now? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's on my map. You guys should have told her not to give me directions. Okay. Yeah, though I imagine that what you hear after you exhale is just bubbles going past your ears. I still want to see if I can find anything on here. I'm still pretty sure that one time, I actually found something on the Gabbiano. I don't know what. I want to say that there was bright light. There was, at some point, well, something of that sort. Anyways. Maybe I just made it up after designing for so long. Let's try to get 2 in this episode, though. These sensors. We've got 30 seconds, Catherine. Don't waste my time. And awkward silence. Mail! Maybe we'll just do it next episode. But first we have mail and another seal passed out on our floor. Cool. Wake him up, tell him to go home, party is over, your friends left you, and I don't want you here either. Okay. Is I wonder if that was from the one I gave a tour to actually. Oh jeez. I don't think it beats a mullet, but why don't I ever get anything but hair? Like, look how much hair I have compared to everything else. Like, I think I have multiple times the hair that I have other things. I don't think you can maintain that underwater very well, but whatever you say. Alright, as I was saying, we'll go here next episode. Bye, everyone. Well, I guess I can dive now, but whatever. Bye, everyone.